Okay. Okay, so now I will start. Did you see my Word document now?
Yes.
Okay, so after this introduction of object-oriented programming, now the case to work with advanced data type. The string is not advanced data type, but okay, let me just, I like sometimes to express something by colors, so let me type each one with one color. So they are an advanced built-in data type that we can use in our Python program. If you are using the web, Django, you will see a lot of dictionary. If you're using math application, you will work with set. If you work with, let us say, with organizational mostly projects, you will use the list. If you use mathematics, mathematical things, so tuple will help you. Okay. String all the time remain one of the base data type in every programming language, but not in C++. This is a big issue there, okay, or in C. But in Python, in Java, in C#, they are cool, and here also. So they are very advanced data structure, but Python lets us easily handle them. So let us start finishing the string, then we make a simple break and come and continue the other. The most important thing that is promises here, that if you understand one of them, let us say that you understand the list, so automatically you can understand the all at the same time, because all of them are inheriting what we call the collection. So as well as you deal with one data type, okay, especially from here, yeah. So if you dive a lot in list, that means that you understand the tuple. If you don't dive a lot in tuple, so this is the same, but they differ with the data and with the method, but the same principles. So let us start. String remain if one of the most data type that we want to use in every programming language. We want to store strings, we want to send messages, we want to update messages, and so on. So string in Python is a sequence of like this sequence of characters that are related each with other, with some context and with some manner, and they are even addressed by their location. So this is at place 0, this is at place 1, and this is place 2. So this is the string S equal ABC. So there is nothing here for me to demonstrate in the Visual Studio Code, so I will remain here in this word, and I could write here more, in more details. Okay, so you can see here the len. There is a function in Python. It's called len. So when I execute it over S, so I got the 3. Okay, you know what? Why not? Let me demonstrate while I am when I need. Okay. So if this S equal, let's say let's say ABC. Okay, maybe we'll use them. So if I want to print len S, so I got, okay, I will got the 7. Okay, so this is the, okay, so the locations of the objects and accessing the string characters can be done as follow. So let us say, assume that S is ABC. So please, the index is 0, 1, and 2. Let me, okay. I am in the word. Are you seeing the word? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, so this is the index. So now, please, Python uses other index. So for example, index -1, if you type S0, let us start here. S0 belong to A. This is S1 is the B. S2 is the C. But S-1, they adjusted that in Python. There's nothing to do. They adjust that. So it's everything, every time the last index always is known as the -1. So if you write, let's say, S-1 in brackets, so you will mean by that is the C. So -2 is the B, and -3 is the A. So most efficient way to remember, in my most program, I use the S-1 in Python so that I know I am -1, maybe -2, but that's the most thing that I am using it. -1, -2, but not -3. It's not, you know, the most common things to use. Okay. You can also move on. Let's say the S equal to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So S3 to 6, that's mean that you will get the DEF. So I mean by that you start, okay? You start from place index 3, which is 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the D, to 6. So 3, here is the 3, 5, 6. So you got the DEF, and you can do with this string what you like. So this is the default when you write just S3 and 2 numbers, okay, with here without specifying the 1, okay. So the default is 1. So sometimes you want to take the S36, but jump by 2. So 1 yes, 1 no. So you will end with EF. So in this way, we can also say string are immutable. So S, for example, is, let me demonstrate that in the, okay. So now if I wanted to print S0, said S0, okay. So if I run the code, okay, so I got A here. So let us suppose I wanted to change the A. So if you try to write A0 equal to, let's say, T, and you try to run the code, so you will get an error. This error because the string in Python is immutable. So if you define it, you can't change it. Now people ask me, Joseph, what if I want to change it? So if you want to change that, you change the whole string, because the whole string S now, S, like here, this is S, is pointing to a serial number of characters in the memory. Then if you want to change something here, you need to change, you know, to change the whole value. So you can write something like that, like this. You can write S, okay, equal S equal, let's say A, and let's say another thing. So you can still can able to change the S to, let's say, for other, yeah, for other value. But this is not, will not make, sorry, clear. Okay, so this is okay. I can run the code and I can get no error here. Okay, but now as I adjust the value of S with some value, so I can't change it below.